I've opened the Sync1 sample file to talk about probooleans. Here we have a box primitive representing the counter and a spline, which is a drawing I imported from AutoCAD, representing the sync. To model the sync, I'll start by creating a box with auto grid mode on the top surface of the counter. I'll make that box about the depth of the sync, which might be about a foot. I'll set the height at 1 foot. And I'll move that box down in the Z direction so that it's just sticking over the counter slightly, representing the lip of the sync. I'll hide that object and create another box with auto grid mode representing one of the sinks. Now this will be not quite as deep. Let's call it 8 inches, and I'll move that down. Now, in order to more accurately simulate the shape of the sink, I'll go into the top viewport and go to Modify and assign an FFD modifier. In order to deform the box, I need to have a bit more topology in the length direction. Then I can go to the FFD and pull these outer control points in, and then I'll pull these 2 inner control points out. Now, back to perspective, make another box over here. This won't be quite as deep. I'll make it only 6 inches deep. And I'll turn off auto grid and align this object to the other sink. I'll move it in the Z position down so that the top of this object is set up with the top of the other one. Then I'll unhide all, so we have all 3 boxes shown here. Maybe I'll move these 2 boxes down slightly. Okay, now I'm all set up to do the Boolean work. I'll hide the counter for now. And let's get rid of the splines by hiding the shapes by category. I'll select this object, which will be the body of the sink. I'll just rename it Sink right now. And then go to Compound Objects, ProBoolean. This is a much more advanced tool compared with the Boolean tool. It allows you to select multiple objects in one go. I'll start picking and click on these 2 objects to subtract them. They appear over here in this stack. The default operation is subtraction. I'll turn off Start Picking and go to the Modify panel. It also has an operands level, which you can use if you want to transform any of the operands with respect to each other. For example, I could select this one and move it over slightly. I can be more accurate by selecting it over here in this list. At the top level, you can access the different parameters of the objects down below, just as you can in the classic Boolean tool.